Dang it. I swear to God, every time I do this, I always forget to hit the unmute button. And then I'm talking and nobody is like able to hear me. So I'm trying a new way of going live. Please let me know if you can hear me and see me and everything is working okay. Comment below if you can see me. So hopefully I'm in the right place and I'm on the right page and all is well. But I just wanted to get on here and chat a little bit about something that I think is really something we don't talk about. And that is how our self-help books sometimes aren't really helping us. And how we have like 800 of them, but half of them are read and we are not entirely like connecting with them. Or my favorite is we're not actually changing because, oh, guess what? A book can't call you out when things are not going right. They can't say, hey, wait a minute, why are you thinking like that? You should try thinking like this. They are there to be like, hey, what's a better question in this situation? Let me ask it for you. Like, they're not there to give you tailored information. And to be honest, we can't work on old brain pathways. We can't work on an old operating system. We can't try and fix the things in our life on an old operating system. So we keep trying to fix things. We keep trying to make them better. So we buy a new self-help book or we buy a new amazing book and we read through it thinking, all right, this is going to have all the answers and this is going to fix things. Or, we put it into practice at 50% and then we give up within a few days or we give up within a week. And how much does that really serve us in the end? Like, what do we really get from that? Oh, that's right. We end up right back where we were from the beginning, repeating all of the patterns that we started with. And we're frustrated because we can't figure out how to move forward. I mean, I get you. I want you to hear right now. I get you. Like, I love my self-help books. I love my books by Miss Brene Brown. She's amazing. I love Gabby Bernstein. She's incredible. But as much as I love them, they're not in my life every day, like right behind me going, hey, did you think about that? Is that really how you want to say it? Is that really what you want to do? Like, they're not there to hold me accountable when I'm in the trenches. When shit hits the fan, they're not there to call me out on my own bullshit, to call me out on the rug when things are challenging and difficult. And so what I want you to really think about is, how much do you love your self-help books? I am the first person to say I absolutely adore them. They are incredible. They give me new ways of looking at things. They give me new ways of thinking about things. But if I don't put those things into action consistently, I stay the same. I don't change. I mean, seriously, like, how many of you comment below, hit a little like button, like, me right here, hashtag me right here, if you have 4 or 5 books that you are reading right now that are on self-development. Or even if you have one, but you haven't finished it and you haven't really applied anything that you've gotten from it. Yeah, I'll be right here commenting, here, I'll do it myself. Amen, right? I have been in that position myself. I totally know I spelled amen wrong. Failure. I have totally been that person that I literally can't leave it alone. I have to spell it correctly. Amen. Ha! There, I spelled it correctly. I also have been the person that has been challenged to know how to see my blind spot when I can't see it and go to a book and go to, some kind of online content, some blog, some even Pinterest to find the answer when what I really need is I need someone to reflect back to me what it is I'm struggling most with. And this recently happened in my life where I was kind of struggling with a lot of my own fears and my own gremlins that were kind of creeping into the picture. Those dirty little son of a guns. I know I'm not the only one who struggles with gremlins, but they were creeping in and they were like, hey, by the way, we're going to try and convince you to go this other direction. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. No, don't do that. And then before you know it, I'm like in old brain pathways and I'm in old like, and I can't see out of it. I literally feel like that person that's drowning in quicksand, and she can see the rope, but she like, I'm like, my hands are in it, right? And I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm just going down in the quicksand. I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, I see you. I know you know. So when that happens, what do I do? What do I know that I have to do? Well, I know that I have to reach out. I have to reach out to somebody who can reflect back to me what it is I can't see, what it is I'm wading through, because a lot of times I'll dump everything on the table, but their life experience or their non-objective, kind of perspective gives me the grace and the compassion and the wisdom and insight that I need in order to up level, in order to make the right next step, in order to ask the right question. Because what happens when you're in the day-to-day, right? You wake up late because you stayed up late the night before, and now you're rushing around trying to get yourself ready, trying to get your day together, and you're rushing around trying to get your kids ready and kind of put everything together, get in the car, wrap everything up, get your husband off, get your wife off, whatever you're doing. And finally, you get out of the house, you get to work, but you're exhausted and you're frustrated and you're not making any sense, and you're hurrying in with your cup of coffee and your donut that you're slamming in your mouth, trying to make it all come together. And you finally get to work and a new project is dumped on your plate, and you're just like frustrated, so frustrated that you snap at everybody around you, you snap at all your coworkers. Where are your self-help books then helping you calm yourself down? Where are they calling you out on your choices and what's going on in that moment? Are your self-help books there saying, hey, maybe it's time we just take a moment to take a 5-minute breather and just meditate, right? That's where a coach, that's where someone who is there to help you, guide you, and redirect you, that's what they're there for. That's what they're there to help support you to do. Or you're a good friend that's able to call you out lovingly, compassionately, but also call you out, not commiserate with you, but really challenge you, right? And if you were just going to continue in that day, you're exhausted and you're miserable and you don't eat healthy. In fact, you probably skip lunch. I see you out there. I know who you are, right? You skip lunch, you move on to the rest of your day, and you get to dinner and you're super hangry and you're snapping at all of your kids. You're snapping at your partner, right? Nothing feels like it is done. The house feels like it's a mess. And all the while, your self-help books really can't be with you in that moment, helping you call out your blind spot, helping you say, hey, why don't you look at it a little bit differently? In that moment, you are in the trenches. And guess what? Self-help books can't always help in the trenches. They help you think differently, but you have to be held accountable in the moment to step into a new decision, to step into a new thought form, and to step into a new way of seeing things. And that, my friend, that's what coaching does. Because you're consistently meeting with someone every week, every month, on a regular basis that's helping you cultivate a new way of thinking. And in some of my coaching programs, there's a group. So it's not just you by yourself on the lone wolf island trying to solve all of life's problems. You actually have a community of support that is there to hold you accountable, to help you, challenge you into the next beautiful new question, the beautiful new way of being and thought form, to help remind you, hey, I know you're feeling this and I feel that with you, but I know you wanted to really experience more joy in your life. So what's one thing that you can do to lean into that in this moment? And sometimes those are simple things and we just need help redirecting ourselves. So I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope you understand your self-help books are great, but it's time you get an accountability partner. And if you're ready for that step, I would really suggest that you reach out to me. I would love to be that person. I would love to walk that walk with you and to be your support system and to be your guide and to invite you into the incredible community that helps lift people up. And in fact, if you would really like to receive more support, I have an amazing 3-part training that I am leading that I would love for you to sign up. I'm going to leave the link for it in the comments below, but you can find it in the coaching group that I'm a part of. And you can find it on one of my other posts. But the coaching group that I kind of help lift people into is Live Your Truth, Joy, and Legacy, but you can find it facebook.com/groups/coaching with Cody. And keep an eye out for that 3-part training so you can actually receive some support, so you can receive some accountability on what it is you really are wanting. So until next time, my friends, know that you are powerful beyond measure and you are ready to step into the power and the grace of who you are. I'm so excited to meet you.